when dealing with the particular data set, you need to understand how to interpret that particular data set. Under the descriptive, you can see this particular variable. We have the gender and the age. So I've decided to find their descriptive, of course. You can get the percentage of count and cumulative N normally represent the number of data. For example, in this case, we had 129,880, which is very huge. One person cannot manage to collect that data alone within a short period of time. So then what again do we need to understand that the descriptive? So of course, what did I do? I clicked exploration, then I clicked descriptive. From there, I was able to get gender in that particular variable and age. So I want to know the relationship between gender and age. If gender is higher than the age or not, use descriptive. So descriptive gives us the standard deviation, minimum value, mean, maximum value, and percentage count as well. So as you can see, it has already been generated under the gender and age. So gender, number of gender here is 129,880. Data set was collected for gender. For age, the same value. Missing value, there was none on both. Mean 39.4 on both. Median is 40.0. Standard deviation is 15.1. Minimum is 7. Maximum is 85 when we combine all of them. In terms of the gender alone, you can realize that female count was 65,899. Was collected. For males is 63,181. Percentage total for female is 50.7, which is higher than the male, which was 49.3. So from there, you can always decide to also plot to find out the relationship as well using the histogram. You check the box of histogram, you check the box for density, you check the box for plot, you check the bar plot as well. If you like, you can also use the Q plots. But how do we generate it? We will give it time. It will generate here. So it will load. So here it is indicated the variable gender cannot be treated as numeric. That is true because we cannot say that gender is 654. So that is a very important information. That is why when we enter the data set in either Excel or this particular software, which is Jamovi, we ensure that we specify. Maybe we can say let males be 1 and let females be 0. So whenever you write 1, we know it is male. Whenever you write 0, we know it is female. And that's how we code that particular data set. So the reason why it is taking longer time to load is because if you see this, like for example N alone, this data is 129,880. So meaning that it is very huge. That is why the software is taking longer time to process. But again, we have already found it. As you can see, female is higher than males. We've used that bar to demonstrate. In terms of age, you can also see. We also have the histogram. We have the Q plot. We have the what is termed as the bar plot as well. But how can we now decide to run our we want to run our paired sample t-test? Remember, the t-test is used for also finding the means of two variables. So let's find out. For example, we are just going to do it at random. I can decide to use age and satisfaction. So I want to know the relationship between age and satisfaction. Of course, we were giving it in terms of numbers, but let's find out. Let's figure out. Remember, we have the statistics, we have the degree of freedom. In this context, statistics means Q test statistics. Remember, we have the tabulated number and we have the calculated number. So as a statistician, you should be able to interpret those particular numbers, and that is why we are here. We have the mean difference, we have the effect size. You can also decide to find the Wilcon rank under the t-test. Remember, t-test and q-square test are two different things. T-test is used when the number of is less than 30.